I think it's not something good to, of course, being engaged in theft, literally.
Whether it is an egg,
whether it's an egg, yeah, it's something which is
theft itself,
which is not necessary to mankind. But if you trace the origin of theft, it's just because of the struggle for resources, and the reality is that human needs can never be
satisfied or fulfilled.
It can never be satisfied. But I think it's out of the human nature that we have. But of course, one, what we are trying to push as civilized citizens is the aspect of coexistence without any person's life affected. You cannot steal because you want to gain, without you putting in your mind that you're going to inflict pain, you're going to kill citizens, or you're going to kill fellow human beings. Yeah, it's the same spirit that has gone to the level of us destroying nature. We don't seem to understand that we need to coexist. But I mean, when you get worried that the PRL says you are likely, a charge is a charge. They, of course, not sure whether that's the charge they may prefer against them. There could be a different charge, maybe abuse of office. There are very many charges they may prefer against them. But it's quite unfortunate that we are losing essential equipment which saves life. We know how these oxygen cylinders were so helpful a lot, especially during the height of COVID.
That's true.
Yeah, when COVID was striking almost every corner of this country.
And currently we have a number of cylinders at the facility, actually, around 450, which are very, very vital. In case of an outbreak, we don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
So these deserve to be protected with all that.
Yeah, and for me, I think what was taken is the right step to arrest these particular individuals.
But before the cylinder stepped out of the gate, where was the security?
Yeah, that's now what the investigation will look into. How did the thieves beat the security of the health unit? But also, it will question issues of negligence. Was the security team at the health unit active? Were they sleeping? Or they connive? Those are questions all along.
I'm seeing it's going to affect a number of people, not just this.
It's likely to affect a number of people because by the time, you can imagine where those cylinders are packed. I assume it's those ones packed there at I think near that massage point of the hospital. I see some cylinders there. It could be those ones carrying, and those cylinders are heavy.
Yes, very heavy.
Carrying all the way from there until you pass out the gate, or you use the other emergency gate.
Even if it is the other emergency gate,
yeah, it's still heavy, and it's not something you put in the pocket. And in
a hospital, people are usually awake.
Yeah, people are usually awake.
5-10 people who are awake.
Yeah, and also sometimes medics
are usually
patients, caretakers. Yeah, security. Of course, security is supposed to be allowed 24/7.
Yes,
and it is quite appalling that it happened. But just like the in-charge said, the director said he was alerted by the security team. Maybe
the police now who on patrol.
Yeah, can you imagine on patrol? Yeah, it puts very many questions to be answered than answers that we have right now. And it is quite pertinent that all of us need to be vigilant. Yeah, all of us need to be vigilant. We may not leave it only on security, but you might see a cylinder moving out. It could be the same cylinder that may help you when you're in a bad need.
That's true.
Yeah, you never know when you're going to fall sick, because these are emergencies you cannot tell when you will face them.
That Yes.
Yeah, you might see a cylinder being carried this evening.
And then you
get an accident. Yeah, you ignore in the evening, or after 30 minutes, you get an accident.
Or your wife.
Oh, your wife or your relative.
Is going for delivery and anyone
any
can
person
be vulnerable at some point and will need this. I think this defines how important the security always ought to do routine, operations, because these it's what helped in alerting the hospital director and then of course the subsequent recovery.
And I must appreciate the security of Soroti City. I think for the last 2 weeks it has been alert in the sense that I think I've not had bigger instances of murder issues, of bigger burglaries. I think we gave applause to security for that, and it is pertinent that that's how the city is supposed to be managed.
And people's minds were tuned to at least hearing some burglary somewhere, some serious theft towards Independence Day celebrations, but it was calm.
Normal,
Well, thank you so much.